Welcome. Today we're stepping away from our usual analysis. We're heading into some, well, darker corners of the internet. Specifically, we're going to tell you about a collection of really unsettling stories. They all started in one place, 4chan. These are tales of digital mysteries, really strange claims, and sometimes it's hard to tell what's real and what's just terrifying fiction, stories that still don't have clear answers.
It is fascinating, isn't it, how these anonymous forums can be places for, like, incredible curiosity, solving puzzles together.
Mm-hmm.
But they can also breed genuine fear. The lines just blur so easily, it's unsettling.
Definitely unsettling. So let's start with our first story, the QAnon phenomenon. This whole saga, it really kicked off on 4chan back in October 2017. There was this anonymous user called QAnon Patriot. They posted this really cryptic message titled "Calm Before the Storm," and it directly referenced a kind of mysterious speech President Trump had given.
Wow.
So this user, Q, they quickly became known as just Q. They claimed they had top-level security clearance. The claim was that Trump was secretly fighting this cabal, a group of elite individuals, people like the Obamas, the Clintons, George Soros, even like the mainstream media were supposedly part of this corrupt group. Q said they only cared about their own interests, didn't care who got hurt, and then it got even darker. The post started accusing Hollywood stars, Democratic politicians, of being in a global pedophile ring, and it didn't stop there. Q also claimed, believe it or not, that all U.S. mass shootings were false flag attacks. Even brought in the Rothschild banking family, accusing them of Satanism. It's a lot.
It's quite a web of claims. And what makes things like QAnon so potent is how they tap into this desire for secret knowledge, this feeling that something's wrong. On anonymous places like 4chan, there aren't really any gatekeepers, so even wild claims can just take root and grow, reinforced by the community itself. It becomes an echo chamber.
Right, an echo chamber. And that's where the real danger comes in, isn't it? When it spills into the real world. Like with Matthew Wright, he actually drove an armored vehicle onto the Hoover Dam Bridge, blocked traffic with an AR-15 rifle. He was demanding some report on the Hillary Clinton email stuff. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. But later, from prison, he wrote letters using the QAnon motto, "For where we go one, we go on."
A chilling real-world consequence.
Yeah. And it reminds me of Pizzagate, too. Back in 2016, conspiracy theorists took hacked emails from Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta, and decided they contained coded messages about a pizzeria in D.C., Comet Ping Pong. They claimed it was a front for human trafficking, for pedophilia.
That incident, with the man firing a rifle inside Comet Ping Pong based on absolutely nothing, it really shows the danger starkly. It's a terrifying example of how easily false information online can just explode and lead to real violence.
Absolutely. And the owners, the staff at the pizzeria, they got death threats. It was awful. This guy, Edgar Welch, drove all the way there, walked in with a rifle, fired shots while investigating these baseless claims. Luckily, again, no one was injured, and police found zero evidence. None.
It's a stark cautionary tale, how online falsehoods gain momentum, the devastating consequences they can have, and the true identity, the true intentions of Q, still unknown, still out there.
Okay, so from that huge, kind of sprawling conspiracy, let's shift to something more personal, almost intimate, but just as eerie. This story is known as the Ossuary. Back in 2017, an anonymous 4chan user started uploading photos. They told the story of their maternal grandfather. He was a WWII Navy vet, died at 89. Apparently, the war had really affected him deeply. The user explained that after his grandmother died suddenly, way back in 1965, the grandfather became, well, paranoid. He was convinced nuclear war was coming any day, so he built this fallout shelter on his property. The user, the grandson, had never actually been inside it. Not until after the grandfather died, when they went to look for things for an estate sale. So he starts posting photos. First the entrance, then going deeper inside. At first it was just, junk, a rusty old toilet, rubbish, pretty standard abandoned place stuff. But then he found a large door, reinforced with barbed wire.
Barbed wire inside a fallout shelter? That's odd.
Exactly, very odd. And behind that door, that's where it gets really strange, he found a chamber. And inside there were religious images, faces, carved right into the limestone rock, including one carving that was clearly, unmistakably, a skull. And right in the middle of this chamber floor, he found what he thought looked like a large human bone, just sticking out. It looked like it had been just dumped there, and then someone hastily poured concrete over it. He even uploaded the coordinates to the location. But then, almost immediately, the photo of the coordinates, the entire thread, it was all deleted. Vanished.
Wow. The deletion itself adds another layer of mystery, doesn't it? So many questions. Who carved those faces? Was it the grandfather maybe wrestling with his war demons? Or was the chamber ancient, something he found? And the bone, whose was it? Was it even human? And of course, the biggest question hanging over it all, was any of it real? Or just a fantastically creepy, elaborate hoax, we just don't know. Leaves you with a chill, that one. Okay, our next story. This one is genuinely disturbing. It involves a potential killer using 4chan. This happened in August 2015. Someone posted on 4chan's B-board, that's the random board, anything goes there. This poster claimed they'd killed several women, just for pleasure, and then they issued this challenge. Said they'd upload photos of the victims, but only if users could guess their names. They even offered a free photo of the first victim, saying she had an unusual name, claimed to have before and after death photos. And they promised if users guessed all the names, they'd reveal a body dump site from 1999.
That's incredibly brazen, taunting people like that.
Right. Initially, people were skeptical. There was a wrong date on one photo, things like that. Typical 4chan stuff. But users started guessing names anyway, and eventually the poster uploaded 4 photographs. And one woman in those photos was identified. Her name was Shauna Maynard. Her body had been found years earlier, April 1998, off Blue Diamond Road in Las Vegas. She was only 17. She'd been shot multiple times. Her killer was never caught.
So the photo was real, of an actual murder victim. Yes. And it didn't end there. A month later, the same poster came back. They posted more images. One was a photo of an old man, blood on him, captioned dying, then later just dead. They also posted new images, supposedly of other female victims, and their final message was, "I will be back in a month to finish our game." They never posted on 4chan again. There are rumors they moved to the deep web, but who knows?
And the scary part is, law enforcement couldn't really do much. The FBI was contacted, reportedly, but 4chan's policy is not to release IP addresses, even to police. Anonymity is paramount there. So it leaves this awful question hanging. Was it just a sick, elaborate hoax, someone playing a twisted game? Or was this an actual serial killer using the platform to brag, maybe even taunt? And could they still be out there? The anonymity protects them.
It's a deeply unsettling thought that digital veil, as you said, can hide monsters. That brings us to another mystery shrouded in digital code, this one from 2016, a YouTube channel called Deeper. It started when a coded link appeared on 4chan. The link led to this YouTube channel, and the channel itself was just odd. A collection of very short, very unsettling video clips, like a jumbled mess. People started trying to figure it out. They found codes hidden in the videos and the text descriptions. One post on 4chan's B-board, written in hexadecimal code, computer code, it linked to the Deeper channel, and when deciphered, it contained passages from H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. Strange connection.
Very strange. Other codes were found too. One translated from Latin to second descent, meaning they followed. Another translated to commas, which apparently means snork. I don't even know what that means. The anonymous poster just kept uploading videos to YouTube, kept posting coded links on 4chan. The videos themselves, they were mostly short, like seconds long, always first-person point of view, distorted sounds, really creepy visuals, extremely unsettling to watch. But here's where it gets properly terrifying. Some users ran the audio of the videos through a spectrogram. That's a tool that can sometimes reveal hidden images or text within sound waves. And hidden in the audio, names of several women who were either found murdered or were missing and presumed dead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Most were from unsolved cases in Colorado, mainly from the 80s and 90s, like Stephanie Bauman, 15, her body found in a ditch in 1980, Karen Valera, 23, found in a field in 1988. And the most recent name decoded was Patricia Cordova, missing since February 2005. Some of the videos seem to show, things related to murder, like potential body dump sites, maybe cleaning up a scene. One video even looked like it might show an actual body. It's hard to be sure. The quality was bad, distorted. But the link between this Deeper channel and these murdered or missing women, nobody knows. It's a total mystery.
That is deeply disturbing. The theories around it are pretty stark. Some people absolutely believe it was a serial killer, either taunting people or leaving clues they wanted found eventually. Others suggest it could be some kind of dark art project or an ARG, an alternate reality game just designed to be horrifying. Yeah. But the really scary part is that nobody knows for sure the possibility that it is the first theory. Mm-hmm. That's what sticks with you.
Absolutely, leaves you cold. Okay, one last story for today. This one feels like a treasure hunt gone horribly, horribly wrong. It's the story of Alex from Tennessee. It began April 24th, 2013. Again, on 4chan's B forum, someone posted coordinates and a map leading to a supposed prize hidden in an abandoned warehouse in Elizabethton, Tennessee. At first, skepticism. It's 4chan B, after all. But then the poster uploaded a photo, it looked like a mummified hand, and they asked, why isn't anyone coming? That's when it became clear. The prize wasn't treasure. It was the chance to see a dead body.
Good grief. That's grim.
Right. The poster then showed more photos, a spine, a pelvis. Then they claimed a friend moved the prize, uploaded a new photo of it, whatever it was, wrapped in a black plastic bag. The last picture from this original poster showed a hand holding a Post-it note right next to the bag. Okay, so things go quiet for 5 days. Then a new poster shows up, calls himself Alex. Alex announces he's going to go find this prize, and he starts uploading photos live, documenting his journey. It seems like he might have actually contacted the original creepy poster, maybe arranged to meet. But Alex said he was going to check the place out first, alone. His photos show him going down into this underground room. There are jars, weird paraphernalia everywhere. Looks like he got there before anyone else. He describes the room, no proper floor, walls, or ceiling, just dirt. And it smelled terrible. At one point, he thinks he hears the creepy guy arriving, but checks, and no one's there.
Nerve-wracking. Going into a place like that alone, expecting that?
Totally. His posts show him getting more and more uneasy. He finds new wiring, like recent electrical work, in this old, filthy place. Hears rustling sounds. But he stays, he keeps looking, and eventually he finds it, the black plastic bag from the photos. He says he's scared, but opens it anyway. Inside, not a human body part, it's a small mummified animal, and a plastic plate with this weird poem written on it. It said, "Played sedate, a very important mate, you shouldn't have come here, I lied." Also wrapped in the plate was a hard drive. Alex took the hard drive.
I lied. Okay, so maybe not a body, but still deeply creepy.
Oh, it gets worse. The bag starts moving. What? Yeah. Alex tears it open more, and inside, tied up in several bags, is a live possum. Poor thing. It runs off when he frees it. He finds prescription pills nearby, a mailbox filled with dead animal remains. And then he finds something else, something really big wrapped in plastic and duct tape. Just as he finds this large object, he hears a car pull up outside the warehouse. He panics, tries to find another way out, thinks he sees a crawl space or a window, but it's blocked, or not what he thought. It's not an exit. He realizes he has to go back the way he came, through the main entrance. That was Alex's last post. He just stopped posting. He hasn't been heard from online since.
And that's it. He just disappeared after that last post.
That's the story. Disappeared.
So Alex's story, it really encapsulates the whole feeling of these 4chan mysteries, doesn't it? It leaves you, the listener, right on the edge. Is this real? Did Alex stumble into something truly dangerous? Did that car belong to the original poster? Or is the entire thing, Alex's journey included, just another layer of an incredibly elaborate, terrifying hoax? 4chan's power is leaving you uncertain, making you question everything.
Exactly. So those were 5 stories from the depths of 4chan, each one unsettling in its own way. They really show how the internet can be this space for genuine horror, but also for incredible complex deception. The lines just get so blurry.
And you see how these anonymous spaces work. They can amplify fear, spread wild information so fast, they challenge our whole sense of what's real. It's definitely a reminder, isn't it, to approach things online with, well, a critical eye. Because sometimes the scariest part is simply not knowing.
So we leave you with this thought. In this world of instant information, how do we even begin to tell the difference between real danger and intricate fiction? And what responsibility do we all have as creators, as consumers of this online world? Something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this unsettling exploration today. If these stories got under your skin, please do like, share, and subscribe to New Thought Horror Docs. We'll have more chilling tales for you soon.